Yo, what's up everybody? It's me, Robert Muraine, and welcome back to What Makes This Dancer Great. On today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the dancing of Jr Boogaloo. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the show, everybody, and today I'm super excited to be reviewing the dancing of one of the greats, one of the West Coast OG poppers, representing Machine Gun Funk, Oceanside, California, Jr Boogaloo, one of the greatest to ever have done it. He is on another level with his cobra, on another level with his snaking, his waving, his tutting, anything that you could possibly do in popping, he is a master of. Let's get into this first one. Let's see what makes this dancer great.
Jr Boogaloo!
This guy is dope. I really can't contain my excitement. Right away, just making it look easy. Oh, just a little glimpse of that cobra right there, that torso isolation. And the thing about this video is there's two parts to it, so wait for the second part, because that's where he really goes off. But here we get to see him in the pocket, feeling that G-Funk, R&B vibe stuff. And he always manages to stay funky and musical with his waving. It's his torso and his body isolation is just on another level. It makes his waving and his snaking and cobra just so clean. He's so isolated. It makes it look so easy. Alright. This isn't even the second part I was talking about. But he's such a diverse popper. He can... There's that cobra, and just getting deep with those waves. Like, you see, he dipped his head all the way down to the floor, like just full frequency waves. And when he wants it to be really technical and nuanced, he throws that up in the mix too. And here we go, straight into tutting, just as clean as his waving. And concepts for days. I mean, his concepts are just so well translated, so well done. He's really a master of his craft. Ooh. This is at OBS Vol.8, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to check that out. And just, I mean, the way he flows in and out of his concepts, there's never a dull moment where he's just stopping one style and starting another. There's always some kind of smart transition or... Alright, here's the second part. He's got flow, man. Again, concepts for days. And you guys gotta remember, this guy is an OG. And you know what? I don't know who did that first, but I've seen Steam do that same exact concept at Highlight the Style. And I wanna know who did it first, because that concept with the tutting, like that freaking super isolated wrist repeating concept is just out of control. And I would love to know who really came up with that first. But Jr Boogaloo, ladies and gentlemen. Jr freaking Boogaloo. And that was just the first video. So there's 3 more. And let's get straight into the next one because he's just off the hook. Let's see what makes this dancer great. This is in Hong Kong, Gem City. Another judge solo. This is 2016. And I really like the production value of this video. Take notes, promoters. And again, this time we're gonna see him be a little bit more funky, but he definitely throws in his cobra, and I think in this video he demonstrates it the best. It's just so clean and isolated, the way he's able to separate his hips from his torso, and just, his technique is executed perfectly. That technique is called the Cobra, and there's plenty of tutorials online, but I've been practicing it recently, and it is something that you have to take your time with because it is not easy. And Jr Boogaloo got the Cobra down to a T, and his waving in general is ridiculous. And again, his concepts are just so well translated. You see exactly the story or the object he's trying to recreate with his dancing perfectly. There's no denying his technique. It's just perfectly translated. Woo! And his flow, again, like he went from that miming technique and he flowed straight into these really clean tucks and got robotic with it, and he's seamlessly flowing in and out of popping styles. And that alone is making the audience react. It's not like he's doing crazy blow-ups. A lot of it is transitions and combinations that make people go crazy for his stuff. It's really, he has a really unique way of communicating with the audience. Yeah, give it up for Jr Boogaloo. So this next solo is really dope, and we get to see him be a little bit more funky. This is one of his more popular videos, so if you are a Jr Boogaloo fan, you probably have seen this. But if not, I'm glad to show this to you. This is that Funkzilla game. Jr Boogaloo. Let's see what makes this dancer great. Forgot my tagline. I think it's safe to say Jr Boogaloo likes his G-Funk. Might be the West Coast, I don't know. And in this one, he's just in his element, he's chilling. But just able to execute these fundamentals at the highest of levels. And you have to take into consideration his age. I mean, he's like a proper OG. I don't know his real age. I'm not here to put him on blast or anything, but he's up there, and he looks like he could be in his prime. There's not a lot of dancers and poppers in their prime that aren't as good as him at this age. So, I mean, that alone makes him great because there are not many OGs that are in shape, first of all, but also that can execute popping technique at such a high level and still be able to innovate and captivate young audiences. Innovate the dance and captivate young audiences at the same time. And again, did you see that freaking tutting concept? Super clean. He's one of the few that are able to make the crowd react doing simple moves because they're so well executed. I really like his style, and I really strive to be this kind of dancer, actually. Even though me and Jr Boogaloo have very different styles, I really appreciate how he pops And he can be and is a really funky dancer, and I'm not showing you all of his funkiest videos here. I'm showing you a lot of the stuff where he's executing really high, kind of eye candy techniques, but like Cobra's eye candy, but a lot of his basic funky boogalooing is just high level, and it's crazy that he could do both. He can be an isolated, super static popper, and at the same time be that funky, loose in the pocket popper. So he's really a jack of all trades when it comes to popping. So for the last video, it's one of my favorite videos, and I think it was like OBS volume, it's OBS volume 9. So we saw volume 8 in the first video, and this is OBS volume 9, and it's just as good as volume 8. So let's see what makes this dancer great. Seems like they've upgraded their intro. OBS Battle Asia.
最后一位评审老师，他已经自己走到中间了。好，那我们就不再多做废话的介绍了，直接让我们欢迎到的是这位来自世界埃及皇协会理事长 Jr Boogaloo。Jr Boogaloo。
This guy is a star in Asia. Oh, shout out Pop and John in the background. Whenever you hear Egyptian Lover, you know some tutting's about to go off. Woo. And you gotta think, this guy's been dancing before there was flexing, before there was connects, before there was all this really technical tutting. Jr Boogaloo was already doing really high-level technical tutting. So we have to respect that. Like, that alone is something really that makes him stand out from the rest. There wasn't many OGs that could tut on a level that is still regarded as high level today in 2020. And his tutting is just off the chain. And he's grooving with it. It's like he's still popping with it. There's no question he's popping. And that, I guess, makes the difference between the old and the new, is a lot of people just take tutting and do it in its own new version without the popping dance included. And it's really a breath of fresh air to see someone do it old school, but sprinkle like that new school technique on top of it. And again, that Cobra, and he spun with it that time. I feel like Pandora was inspired a lot by Jr Boogaloo. I can't say that that's true, but I just see something, I see Jr Boogaloo style and Pandora style, and it's pretty cool. Like, he's I would say that he's been an influence on Pandora's style, as well as many other tutters and popper styles, but I don't know, I just had that pop in my head real quick. Woo! It is not easy to tick body waves and keep it that isolated and clean. Oof. Oof. Give it up for Jr Boogaloo, one of the greatest. So that was the last video. To sum it up, I mean, I think I've covered everything there is to cover. He's a great popper, he's a great boogalooer, he's a great tutter, he's a great waver, he's a great snaker, if you can even say that. He's basically got all the foundational elements of popping, like the umbrella term, the original umbrella term, covered. And he's like at the highest of levels in each. He just makes it look easy. And he's constantly innovating. He always brings something new to the table. Every time he does these judge solos, he's doing something different, flipping old stuff, coming up with new concepts. He's getting up there. He's an OG. He's been in the game for years and years, and still at a very high level. So all of that stuff makes Jr Boogaloo great. So having said all that, I do have some good news. I know it's been a while. Apologies, it's been like a month and a half since my last video. Don't hate me. I'm not consistent like a good YouTuber. But what did happen is, if you didn't notice, merch! New merch came in. This is the What Makes This Dancer Great all over print tee. And as you could see, the quality is excellent. The material is like super lightweight, but it feels really nice and it's kind of stretchy and you can iron it. I just ironed this because I wore it yesterday. YouTube blocked my Jr Boogaloo video because you're not allowed to have prints on your dance videos. So I thought I would plug my merch a little bit better because I also have stickers down below, and all of this is brought to you by Teespring, so I do get a little bit of profit from every purchase and it really does help out the channel. But yeah, good quality stuff. It is a little bit pricey, but you get what you pay for. And if you ever wanted to support my channel, that is the best way you could do it. If you don't have any money and you're not into the look of this weird stuff that I like, you could always like my video. You could always subscribe, you could share. If you share my videos, it's the best thing you could possibly do for my YouTube channel, actually. It is the best way to help the algorithm push my stuff. And if you didn't already and you are subscribed, please ring the bell button next to the subscribe button. I gotta say it because it does really actually help engagement. So I appreciate all of y'all still watching the channel as I didn't make videos, but more new content coming soon. My name is Robert Muraine, Mr. Fantastic, and see y'all next time. Peace.